Oh man. Oh, pretty good though, family tree. Let me know that you guys are up in the building with me. I know that you lot could be anywhere right now watching anybody else's YouTube channel. For y'all choosing to just check me out and hitting the like button and subscribing and dropping your comments. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, that's all love, family. Thank you for constantly supporting us and showing us that you're here and doing the good stuff. Right? So today actually somebody dropped me a email, no, sorry, a Facebook message. Dropped me a Facebook message to go and check something out, which was I don't know if most of you guys have actually watched the video of the Ethiopian maid, literally screaming for help, crying out at the top of her lungs whilst dangling from a seventh floor balcony, basically. It was absolutely horrendous to actually watch whilst how can I put it, the employer, the woman that was in charge of the house was just there, just filming her basically while she was dangling and giving her certain remarks as well. And without no help, nothing at all. And that woman literally dropped from 7 floors downwards. You actually get to see it on the video footage, and a massive thump. And you basically see her lying there, almost motionless. Thankfully, she only received a broken arm and a few minor injuries, but it was very horrific to watch. I remember seeing this last year. But that woman itself, who actually filmed and recorded this event and wasn't offering any aid or help to the woman, to the housemaid, was actually jailed for a year and 8 months. Or was it 18 months? I think it was a year and 8 months, I believe. But I'm going to double check it for you guys. I actually wanted to speak on that and see what you guys have to say, because it ties into a lot of the reports of the African migrants that's going over to Arab countries, to Kuwait and all of these other places, that are being mistreated. Their passports are being taken away from them, and they're being abused. They're literally being treated like as slaves and are literally enslaved as well. It's quite, you know, it's crazy that this is actually happening in 2018, 21st century. This is still going on. I believe there was a few videos out on these types of treatment and mistreatments from certain governments on the media. I remember Uganda was speaking out on this and kind of trying to deter anybody from going over, or Kenya, was it Kenya or Uganda, one of the two countries. I remember watching something about this and tried to deter them from going out there and trying to educate the women about what's happening and trying to get these contracts and things like that. So I wanted to know if you guys would like to speak on that. Otherwise, there's a second topic as well that I've recently came up in my news feed, and it basically goes: a knife man goes on rampage on London train and stabs one person, putting Hackney Central Station on lockdown, while 3 people are stabbed in Birmingham City Centre in commute chaos. This is from the Daily Mail. So yeah, I wanted to know if you guys would like to speak crime in London and what's actually going on. How do we get to the root of this? How do we even try to solve the problem? I also heard that there is going to be an initiative, I believe by Sajid Javid, that they're literally going to be giving out, I think 200 million. Was it 200 million? 200,000, 200 million. Can't remember. There was something along those lines that will be going into the system to look at this problem and look at it as a disease as well. So that's going to be quite interesting. I wonder, do I have it here? Where did I read this? Give me a second. I'm just going to make sure that I am correct. I know I read it somewhere. I know I read it somewhere. Okay, here it is. The incident follows Home Secretary Sajid Javid's Conservative Party conference announcement of a new 200 million fund to tackle violent crime by treating it as a disease. Mr. Javid is set to establish a youth endowment fund and launch a consultation on giving police officers, teachers, social service workers, and council officials a new legal duty to work together to tackle violent crime. So I wanted to know if you guys would like to speak on these topics here. And I'll leave it open for you guys to come on and have your discussions. But yeah, that's what's good. No, what's good. Let me actually go and check out what you guys are actually saying. I see we got over 100 people tuning in right now, but not enough likes, baby. Not enough likes. Let's get the likes up, okay? Let's see. What is this? Do 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 do. Talk about Tommy. Um, I did see something pop up in my news feed, but I'm not too sure what it's about. Let's just see what you're saying here. It says Khan, hello Khan. Kalam, if the black man stabbed the Arab, would you talk about it? Yeah. England need, but there was no black or Arab person stabbing anybody. To be well, that I'm aware of it. I don't know if it was an Arab person who stabbed them at Hackney Central Station. It's just reported as a man stabbed another person. So yeah, we're talking about a stabbing. We're talking about knife crime and knife culture in Britain. It's got nothing to do with anybody's race. And somebody actually posted something to me to do with the African Ethiopian maid that fell from 7 stories, right, in Kuwait and being mistreated. You know, there's a lot of accounts of Arabs in these Arab countries mistreating a lot of these African and even Indian migrants as well. So, yeah, yeah, it definitely needs to be spoken on. Let's see. Callum, do you eat tuna fish? It's very important that you answer my question. If you do eat tuna fish, Callum, do you ever check where it's from? I used to eat tuna fish. I haven't eaten for quite some time, but I remember it was like from Poland when I used to check at the bottom. It used to be from Poland. Please tell me what that actually means. Ban the burqa. It's a cloth coffin for the ugly faces of Arab Muslim rats, women. God damn, referee quantity. That's a bit too much. Topic: what strategy to cut off the head of the snake? The false politician. Science TV. Tommy is due to tour Australia in December. Do you think he will make it or be poked, poked up, locked up? Oh, locked up. I think I don't actually think that Tommy Robinson is going to be going back into prison at all. And even if he is found guilty, I think he will be found guilty on the something like time served, and that would be about it. So yeah, he most probably will be in Australia in December, unless they give him some form of traveling ban, which I don't see why there needs to be a traveling ban. So yeah, I think you will see him in Australia in December. We need to talk about mental health in the black community, the silent killer. Yes, ultra funky. It's like you're reading my mind, you know. It's like you're reading my mind. So yeah, we definitely need to speak about mental health in the black and what's it called? Ethnics, minorities and ethnics. BAME. I know BAME does some good work as well. So yeah, we definitely need to speak on that as well. We did touch on mental health issues earlier on in this year, but hopefully, if you guys can support me, I really want your support. I really actually want to just create a good team of you guys that can really help out over here at Titans TV. I actually want to start doing things a bit more. I want to be more engaged with Titans TV. For a little while now, I've kind of let Titans TV just dwindle off, right? But it's actually necessary. You know, I've been given a lot of life has been spoken into me, and spoken life has been spoken into Titans TV. So I would really like to, get back on my grind and start doing things as professional as I used to do things. And I want to start engaging with the UK community as well and start getting in all the some of these professionals to come in and speak with you guys, because I think that's really going to help. We've actually created this platform and we could be doing so much more with the platform, but all I need is your guys support, right? So sometimes we speak about financial donations to support us here at TV. Do we speak on it? No, I think you guys just support financially. And I'm always grateful for you guys supporting financially. Always, like, you'll always see somebody donating on like almost every live show. And I couldn't be more grateful for that, because that goes a long way in actually benefiting Titans TV, keeping us going and afloat, paying off for like the broadbands and everything else like that that goes in between. Like, you lot really do show that love and support, paying like last week, paying for our transport and our time out there. That was incredible. So yeah, if you look at support financially, that's cool. But really, like, I would love to just construct this team that can support on a more time basis, okay, more like time basis, and talent basis as well. Because I know a lot of you guys, can really scout and source some of these great figures that we can get onto Titans TV, or think of new strategies and ways that we can improve and grow as well. So any of you guys, like, I would really love your time resource, rather than just simply financial resources. Like, and I love the financial resources, but also time resources. Those of you guys who really want to be like, stockholders of Titans TV, okay, and actually engage with Titans TV and try to actually make us improve as well. So shouts out to you guys who are doing that. Is the Discord still active? I must have got removed by mistake. Yeah, Discord is still on and popping. Trust me. This is old news, Callum. Yeah, it's old news in respect to, yeah, it is old news. The woman that actually got convicted today, that's not old news. Let me just quickly get it, read it for you guys. Woman jailed for filming her Ethiopian maid falling from seventh floor flat. Clip shows domestic helper clinging to a window with one hand before falling. Incredibly, the maid survived the fall, suffering a broken arm and minor injuries. Defendant claimed she filmed the incident to prove she had not hurt the maid. Warning: distressing content. So yeah, shocking. Okay, so it's got the footage. The woman holding the camera was heard saying, "Oh, crazy, come back," in the clip, and has now been jailed for a year and 8 months for filming her domestic helper's escape attempt. Okay, so the domestic helper, or the maid, was literally trying to escape. It is very horrific, very, it's a terrifying clip to watch, to be honest with you. You see, you actually, and on Daily Mail as well, you get to see the video footage, you get to see the pictures, you get to see the images of the damage produced from the fall, on the property itself. It's crazy. The criminal investigation police referred to the employer to the prosecution over failing to help the victim. Local media reported at the time. The reasons for the maid's actions were not revealed at the time. The oil-rich Gulf state is home to more than 600,000 domestic helpers, a majority of them Asians, many of whom complain of abuse, mistreatment, and non-payment of wages. Okay, so a lot of people is being affected by this, over in these Arab countries. So this is something that we should really discuss, and I think a lot of you guys who are tuned in, may indeed come from East Africa or other African countries, or have family who are members of these African countries, who may be involved in this. So this is very, like, this is actually touching home, and we may have a lot of South Asians as well, who's being affected by this. May have family members. I know we got a lot of Bangladesh, Pakistanis who actually tune into this channel. So a lot of your family members or friends or your community members might be affected by this. So this is something that I think is quite like imminent for us to actually talk on and touch upon, because it's something else that's going on in the world that we're really hear about it, and we're really giving a voice to it, and we're really actually showing our concerns about this. So yeah, let us know if you want to discuss this. This is like literally modern day slavery is taking place, right? Modern day slavery is literally taking place, and we're being silent about it. 600,000 people could potentially be affected by this modern day slavery and abuse that's going on, right? 600,000 people that we know about. Okay, and I'm not even talking about Libya right now. We're not even talking about Libya and the slavery, that blatant slavery that's going on there. So a lot of us said, if we were alive during the times of slavery, we would help, we would fight, we wouldn't allow this atrocity to happen. But guess what? It's happening right now. And how many of us are actually up speaking about this, and being active against this? Question. All right. Titans TV, about what happened with. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Let's quickly go through all in the Middle East. What about mackerel? I didn't check. I do eat. I haven't eaten mackerel for time. I usually buy it. I usually used to buy it from what's it called? Lidl or Tesco's. Those are the two places that I usually used to buy it from. Okay. Um, okay. All right. Callum, looking back does not get us anywhere. We need constructive talk, tactics, unite, organize. Definitely Opus Dei. Definitely. I'm with you. Um, well, yeah, thoughts on Sarah leaving Speaker's Corner. Callum, tuna fish, I meant, what ocean did your tuna fish come from? What country? Not what country. Yeah, no. It says like this is like from the Polish seas or something. It says something like that. It says something like that. It doesn't mean, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I 100% know what you mean. So I was just wondering in that respect. Okay, let's quickly see. What's good? What's good? What's good? Mohammed Akbar says jizya tax with the donation in there. Salute to you guys for donating. Um, you have a momentum now, so go forward and strategize. Yeah, yeah. All right. Ultra Funky says, grab a Tesco meal on me, brother. Salutes to Ultra Funky. I told you, you're the financier, my brother. Love. Okay. Um, let's see what some of these delete messages are saying. Okay, I can't open that one. All right. Mental health is killing black men. Yes. And again, a lot of people have been affected. Us from the black community, we're always like looking at us, and it's true. We definitely need to talk on us, but as well, like the Asian community is suffering quite heavily as well as other communities, Irish communities. A lot of people in Britain are impacted by mental health. And I definitely do want to speak on this. I remember touching upon this on somebody that I know, loved, looked up to when I was, a youth. We grew up together, college days, and then seeing them in that state in the mental hospital, just, it literally broke my heart. It's like, when I found out that DMX was on crack cocaine, that broke my heart. DMX for me was the man back in the day, right? Then when I saw him, I was like, oh mate, like, you just hurt me. So yeah, a lot of us are being impacted and being affected on this, and it is quite a taboo as well that we don't want to talk on it. And a lot of us are literally suffering in silence as well. A lot of us do have mental illnesses, but it goes undiagnosed. And I would even suggest a lot of this. How can I put it? Knife crimes that's going on. Sajid Khan, no, it's Sajid Javid, and his party has labeled it as a disease. It literally is a disease. We should speak on this disease that's affecting us as well. Racism is a disease as well. Like that's a disease as well. There's a lot of things that's affecting us mentally that we really do need therapy, communal therapy and individual therapy as well. And I like to think that on here on Titans TV, this is communal therapy where we get all different voices from the community to come on the panel to discuss and talk out the issues. Sometimes we just need to get this out of our systems and try to find ways to remedy amongst ourselves. But yeah, let me keep on reading. Let me keep on reading because I know a lot of you guys have posted. I've just posted Ethiopian maid video over on Discord. Yeah, thank you, Dwayne Dibley. Sorry. So, any of you guys want to see the Ethiopian maid video, it's over there on Discord. Check out Titans TV Discord. Jeez, man, like Opus Dei. Salute to you, King. Like salute. Opus Dei constantly. You're. I wish I was actually on my laptop right now so I can just show the community what type of individuals we've got on Titans TV that are there backing us solidly. And this is literally going to help us to keep persevering, pushing forward, and doing more for our community. Like over here, we have something that we call Amra in my language, or we call reciprocity. Like the more that you give over here to Titans TV, like this is like sowing seeds of prosperity. Like the more that you sow with us, the more you're gonna get back in return. So I'm constantly just thinking, how can I give back to my community? Like me, like when you have so much. Forgive me for this. I have a lot of pride in my heart, right? So if somebody gives me something, I'm always looking to give them back something, give them back even more than they've given to me. Right? That's just the way we kind of been brought up and we've just grown. Like we want to give to other people. Like we give naturally, but once somebody gives to you, we want to even give more back to you guys. So I'm so appreciative for you Opus Dei, so appreciative of all of you guys who constantly support us via the Patreons, donating there that you can find in the description, or in the GoFundMe as well in the description, the PayPal's and so forth. Like you guys, like, and the messages that you lot drop as well, like salute. Trust me, like the messages that are attached to these things, I'm like, yo, as I said before, this is what keeps me like motivated to keep on doing more and keep on giving back and keep on finding refreshing topics and refreshing ways to do things for the community. So salute to you guys who show that love, man. Oh man, yeah, that was like 100 euros. Okay, so I'm just gonna say to you, god damn, they love us, man. Look what I suggested, Callum. Strategy, unite people. Definitely, definitely, 100%. Um, causing more. Okay. Floyd, Money, Mayweather swimming in £5 notes. Pakistan, Zindabad, Akbar is there doing his thing as well, donating. Salute to you, man. All right. All right. So yeah, we're gonna do a panel discussion. Yeah, trust me. Opus, like the comment section is like fire, man. Opus Dei showed us that love. He literally lives up to his name. That Opus Dei, is that the great work? No, not great work. That's Magnus Opus. Opus Dei is God's work, right? I believe it's God's work. Correct me if I'm wrong, all right? My Latin, it should be all right. Opus Dei, God's work, something like that. Let me know. Callum, are you willing to talk about something that will save lives? I'm talking about tuna fish from the Pacific Ocean, and 99% of tuna tested positive for cesium 137. All right, let me just take a picture. Let me snapshot that real quickly. Snapshot. Can it snapshot? Is it gonna snapshot? I'm gonna remember it. It just cut off. All right. All right. Okay. Let's quickly see. Dear family, please remember, just because a black man says he wants to help fix up other black men doesn't mean he is excluding anyone else. Pro black ons. Ah man. We all need to make PR for Callum everywhere we grow the movement. Yeah, love. Trust me. Pro black doesn't mean anti white, indeed. Feel you, Callum. Feel you, Callum. Christian lives matter, indeed. Yeah, so yeah, like there's a lot of things going on. I remember Bob the Builder put to my attention the Christians in Sudan that are being persecuted and enslaved in Sudan, and also the Christians, the Copts in Egypt, that's also being persecuted, and a lot of terrorist acts have been done against them as well. And it's so beautiful. The stories. Actually, I was sitting down with a Coptic priest as well. The way that they fight these terrorist attacks, he said to me that they all, you know, came together as a community, gathered money, and basically built a hospital, for everybody, like for everybody in the community, for Christians and non-Christians alike. And it's like, wow, that's just beautiful, repaying hate with love. Like that's just so beautiful. And that's what I love. This is kind of what I love about Christianity. That spirit of forgiveness, that spirit of love. You know, I love it. I love it, to be honest with you. I love it. A lot of times I always tell people, y'all need Jesus in your life. Because trust me, like no matter how much we're against religion or how much we are, another religion basically, like when you read and you read, not to be indoctrinated or to have any theological, indoctrination in you, but you read the wisdoms and the teachings of Jesus, like you gotta say that's beautiful, that's strong. Like these are the types of morals that we need. Okay, and principles, yeah. Yo, man, like expect to see in the building. Jeez, my daddy. Love, my G, love. Oh man. Okay, how do you find how you doing, bro? I find the mental health is an area that's so neglected. A lot of guys are suffering in silence, indeed. Again, I'm not too sure if I can play it on my channel, but I would love for you to guys to check out one of my friends, Keith Dubé, okay, Mr. Exposed. He done a documentary on the BBC on mental health in the black community. Very powerful, very, very, very powerful. And it literally opened the doors and kind of not normalized mental health, but it made us talk about it. Usually mental health is a taboo in our community, but it allowed us to open up the dialogue to discuss mental health and be open about it. So I love that, man. So we need to do more on that. Again, I'd love for you guys to point me in the right direction of these of people that we can actually interview and find out more information on. Okay, hey Callum, what's your thoughts on non-duality? All right. I that's a difficult one to talk about there, G. All right, let's see. Let's see. Knife crime is also mental illness. Yes, that's right. This type of crime should be treated as a mental health matter. Criminal, you punish, yes, but treat also respect to Kalam. Yes, man, like big bro, uncle big bro, should I say, heavyweight in the building right now. That's right. So I want to discuss that. I really do. So if you guys could come onto a panel, I want to start it hopefully next 20 minutes. Let me close this down. Been talking here for far too long. So over the next 20 minutes, we can sort that out and get you guys on. Big up Times TV and Brother Kalam. Yes, 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 yes. Was good. Google Plus. Oh man, just donated 20 euros. Please drop us a message as well, Google Plus, so I can see what you are saying. Voodoo Media says, why does Jedi think that questioning him on his apparent addiction of assaulting women in Speaker's Corner is racist? Yeah, that's a very good question. A very, very, very good question there. I feel obliged to answer it. I'm trying my best not to answer it, but to answer it, I speak on this already. I talk about racialized emotions. For those of you guys who know about racialized emotions, racialized emotions is basically any object. You can have an object basically, and you, as the perceiver, infuse that object with some form of emotions. It could be with love, it could be with hate, it could be with fear, it could be with disgust, it could be anything. Okay, you can infuse any object with that. Now, so for example, if I say to your puppy, like, some of us would be like, oh, puppy, cute. We've infused whatever that object is, that puppy, the first thing that we think about is cuteness. If I said to you a tarantula, you'll be like, God damn, like fear. Okay, fear. That's the all you can think of and all you can feel. Same. So there's just two objects. One's a tarantula. One's a puppy. Same. They're animals slash arachnids. Yeah, animal arachnid. Different emotional response. Now, with us as black people, we've infused human beings that share, how can I put it, light skin, i.e., white skin, with certain emotions. And those emotions are racialized, right? So we've racialized a person and we've also got emotions on that person based upon their perceived race. All right. Now, race, I've spoken about before, is a social construct that was created during the time of slavery to justify enslavement of Africans and other people, you know, that wasn't the white race or the European or the Caucasian race. There was a whole pseudoscience that was invented to justify it so a person doesn't have cognitive dissonance. It's very deep, very, very, very deep. Yeah. But you know, with that, as black people, we internalized ourselves as being inferior, and we internalized, white people as being superior, right? And we've also have a lot of host of emotions towards white people, and most of us haven't worked out those issues. So anytime we view a white person and others who are brown skin talking about white people in a positive manner, sometimes it triggers off an emotional response in us. Okay, because we're upsetting the status quo somehow. You kind of saw it with me and Tommy Robinson. There's two individuals, human beings, that meet with each other, that shook each other's hand. It was a mutual respect, right? But guess what? That image right there, right, is now upsetting the status quo of how, black and white people should be interacting with one another. And it now brings back, or it brings up, and it triggers a racially motivated response in terms of emotions. And people now lash out and be like, that shouldn't happen. You are a coon. You are a house Negro. You're a slave to the white man. all of these things now, like all of these racial terms now come spewing out people's lips, right? Spewing out. They will call another person racist. They're quick to call other people racist, but they're not even realizing the double standards or the double thing that they actually do have, where they're now seeing that other person in racial terms. So put that aside real quickly. So for me, when I analyze Jedi's response and other people's response, I see that as racialized emotions in operation. Okay, they're not seeing a woman in front of them, all right, and they're not seeing other human beings criticizing them. They're now seeing in terms of black and white, or brown complexions now. So they're like, she's white, I'm black. Why are you taking the white woman's side? You're brown or black, you're the same complexion, or you came from the same background as me. Why are you taking this person's side over myself? And I want to attack you for it, basically. So that's what it is. Good diagnostic or not? Let me know. All right, let's quickly see. Okay, Mohammed Akbar again, family. Like you're showing some mad love over here, man. Salute to you. Another donation. Okay, £5. Like you guys are really flooding it in with love and support. Like respect for you guys again. All right. I don't even know. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do to make sure that I can pay you guys back. So I need to do something. I feel as though I need to go onto the streets tomorrow and film something, and get some interviews in, or do something that's actually proactive now. All right, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua in primes. Woo! You guys are gonna have to answer that. So Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua in prime. Who do you think would win? Okay. Why are you so concerned about how other people spend their own money? People donate because they want to. That's right. People are always up into other people's business. God damn. Kind of, you say you hate Islam, other religions, you okay with it? Okay. Kind of, okay. Let's quickly go through Titans TV. Jeez. Oh, man. All right. So let me quickly finish this off. All right. So I'm only going to be checking the ones that are tagged Titans TV. So we're going to do the panel show. So yeah, all you have to do is tag Titans TV, and I'm just going to read out the last ones, and then I'm going to try to set up the panel show. All right. So we can either choose to do both topics to do with the knife man, to do with knife culture in Britain, or we can talk about the woman who was jailed for filming the Ethiopian maid and the problems over in Arabia. Basically, we can do that one of each, or we can just do both. Right? Let me know what you guys want to do, and we'll hook it up. All right, let me quickly go through the last of these messages real quickly. The show itself pays us back. Much respect. Oh, man. I love that. Mohammed Akbar says the show itself pays us back. Much respect. Love for that. You don't need to do anything, sir. You already are by hosting these amazing shows. Oh, man. Love. Love, 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 love. All right. Start panel, drop a link. I want to talk. Thanks. Okay. I'm mad. I'll little but I might jump in the chats. Oh man, come on, Scattered Minds. All right, remember we've got a show on Thursday with Scattered Minds as well. All right, Family Tree, I'm gonna sign out now, prepare the show, and get you guys on as soon as possible. Okay, so peace and love, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Oh man, young Gary, babe.